Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innal hamdalillah nahmadahu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina may yahdihillahu fala mudhillalah wa may yudlilhu fala hadiyalah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'du. Honorable judges of English speech contest, respectable teachers of Muhammadiyah Boarding School Al-Mukhtar Watugobo, respectable teachers of SMP Muhammadiyah 9 Watugobo, and my beloved audiences. Before I deliver my speech, I'd like to ask you to convey your highest praise and greatest gratitude to the God Allah Almighty. He is the one who created everything in this whole universe and human beings alike. He is the one who always blesses us with abundance of joy and grace so that we can gather in this special occasion without any struggles, without any and without any obstacles. May salawat and salam be upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is the role model of life. He is the one who gave and shared the goodness to the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that the youth partakes the most important part in the development of a nation because they are the one who always becomes the frontman and the motor of movement itself. For example, the pacification of the Indonesian young men against the invaders long ago. They struggled and they sacrificed their life in order to get the Indonesian independence itself by all means. It's not over if the founding father Sukarno said, "Give me 10 youths and I'll shake the world." However, we found the contrast condition at the present day. The moral degradation of the young had happened for decades now. It is because the Western culture influence in many sectors of our lives. Moreover, the social media greatly impacts the young negatively. Many of their lives are lost control and they do what they shouldn't do. The only answer to the case that should be focused on, especially by the youngs of the millennial era, is the application of the religional values from ages ago and the study of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's life's history and applying it to real life. My beloved audiences, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had chosen Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as the last prophet before the creation of Adam alayhi salam himself. His name is the one who's mentioned after the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself. His presence was informed throughout the holy books and the latest messengers before him. He had the privilege where no one in the whole world and the entire world had ever had, from the glorious descent, his honor, his dignity besides God himself. However, learning the life of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a must and required nowadays because it is the most complete package of real education that needed to be applied and adopted. Here are some of the reasons why the young Muslims of the millennial era should study the life of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. First, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the role model of life, a whole of time, which was written in the Holy Quran in the Surah Al-Ahzab in the 21st verse. Just sounded like this. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Laqad kana fi rasulillahi uswatun hasanatun liman kana yarjullaha wal yawmal akhir wa dzakarallaha katsira. Shadaqallahul adzim. Which gave the meaning, indeed, in the self of Rasulullah, there are examples for you which looked onto the blessings of Allah and the upcoming day after and remembered Allah much. The presence of Rasulullah ﷺ is such a blessing and a great gift to the Muslims as a whole because his life is fulfilled with positive vibes, strugglings, and the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Second, his life becomes the point of consideration at the judgment day because everything that we had ever done when we lived is going to be in according of Rasulullah himself, such as his life, his guidance, and his behaviors. Third, learning the life of our last prophet is also going to help us learn the real meaning of the Holy Quran itself, because everything that Rasulullah had ever done is the real life implication of what was written in the Holy Quran itself, which was stated by Aisha radiallahu anha herself. Once she was asked about Rasulullah's behavior, then she answered, indeed, Rasulullah's behavior is the Holy Quran itself. Fourth, learning the life of Rasulullah SAW will help us strengthen the bond between us and Rasulullah himself. The love of him will make us better and pushes us and motivate us to become better and do everything that's the kindness of him. Fifth, the last but not least, learning the life of Rasulullah SAW is also a shape of worship to get closer to God, Allah Azza wa Jalla. My beloved audiences, learning the life history of Rasulullah SAW will help us achieve life after happiness. And learning the life of Rasulullah will also help us learn that the hadith and Al-Quran as the guidance to get one step closer and closer to God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which was stated by Rasulullah SAW himself. I'll leave you two things. You won't be perverted if you keep it up. They are the Holy Quran and the Hadith. Hadith Riwayah, Malik and Bayhaqi. So that's why we must learn the life history of our Prophet Muhammad SAW and follow his guidance and his goodness, so we can be the better Muslims of the millennial era. Thank you. That's all the speech that I can probably give. I'm sorry if I had any mistakes. Thank you very much for the intention. Last I say, Nun wal qalami wa ma yashturun. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.